Hello everyone. We have snow on the ground here today. Thank goodness, not as much as in these photos. This paper I picked up at Michael's. I don't know who it's by, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And what I was trying to do with this layout is make it look as cold as it was that day. Whenever I go to crop a photo, I just crop out basically what I don't need or anything that takes away from the photo itself. Um, the photo of her in the snow, I'm keeping the photo as it is because I want to show as much snow and the deepness of it and how cold it was and how much fun it was. So it all helps with the storyline. The other photo, though, when I'm clipping off part of the house or cropping part of the house out, I don't really need that. First, I have a ton of pictures from this particular day in the snow, but I also just want to bring the picture closer to my daughter. So I'm laying the photo here with shades of gray. The first layer is white. It's a very bright white, so it really helps frame the photo and brighten it up some because there's some dark areas in it. And the other two are just shades of gray. This one is a little shimmery. And going with the whole theme of keeping it nice and cold, these colors work out pretty well. And so I want to frame or layer both photos the exact same way. And I think that works out pretty well. I thought about adding blue to the bottom of this to bring out the blue that's in her hat and in her doll's little um, bundle thing, her little coat that the doll is wearing. That doll had as many clothes as Isabella. She would take her clothes and share with the doll sometimes, like her little baby clothes and things like that. But that doll, for some reason, had a lot of clothing. I don't know where it all came from. People, I guess, unless they went shopping without me. But it's amazing how much one doll can collect. But anyway. So I mentioned a while back that once I reach 100 subscribers, I'll have a giveaway. And one of the things I got for Christmas, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be one of the things that I'm going to buy another of and use that as one of my giveaways. I'm going to do like a Christmas haul video where I show what Santa gave me. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to show you products that I like and why I got them and what I plan to do with them, that kind of thing. Because I've been talking about doing my daughter's baby album. And so much of that has to do with that particular album. And I want to talk about maybe where my head is with that because it's 20 years later. And I started scrapbooking when my daughter was in the second grade. I didn't really know what it was. Some people, I heard of it, but I didn't really do it, and I didn't know anyone who did it, who scrapbooks. But I was at her school, and they were doing an auction for our annual auction, and they wanted to do a scrapbook of the second graders. And so the parents helped out, and I just thought it was the most fun thing to do. I really enjoyed it. I was really nervous about cropping photos, and I didn't know any of the terminology, and I sometimes feel like I'm still learning it because, well, you hear me. There's a lot of terminology in scrapbooking. So I started scrapbooking when she was in second grade, but I didn't know what I was doing. So in working with this um, album for the auction, our school auction, it was great because I got to learn a lot from women who knew what they were doing. And so that's where I started. But I started her baby album way back then. I started the first few pages and then I stopped and I went on to other things and I scrapbooked for a little while and then I stopped again. I don't know why, but I stopped. I think life got real busy between work and other things that were going on in my life. And so scrapbooking went on the back burner. And then I started uh, again, off and on. It was just off and on, off and on. And so now I'm like, I have time. I can do this. I'm going to make the time, whatever, because it's one of those things that I really enjoy doing. So trying to do an album from something that happened 20 years ago is quite different than when you're scrapbooking as things happen when your memory is fresh. Also, I was just taking pictures at the time. I had no plan or idea. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I just took 1,000 or so pictures. But as I look at the photos now and I have a few notes, things are coming back and my husband and I, we both remember more than we thought we could. And so anyway, in the haul video, I will talk about Bella's baby album and the direction I think I'm going in. And I say I think because you come up with an idea and you think you know what you want to do with a layout or an album or whatever, and then you start to work on it and it totally changes. But there's only one thing about the album from when I started years ago, and I took it all apart, by the way, but and my doing it now is that I want to do a cover page. When you open up your um, scrapbook albums and you see that first page there, I want that to be probably without photos, but something of a welcome to the world or universe kind of thing, and have it just decorative, no photo. And then on the inside, that first page in, I'll start. And I'm debating back and forth, should I put in things like the shower photos or um, anything that came before uh, her birth. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stick those photos in the family album from that time period or put them in the baby album. So you can give me feedback and ideas that you have on that, what you might have done or suggest. But anyway, we'll figure it out somehow. I am all done here. I'll have a close-up for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Do like, subscribe, and come back again. And I will see you next time. Happy scrapbooking and have an awesome day.